taking our guns. So
right, but now we have Obamacare, and they're going to make it mandatory to have mental illness screenings, and then they're the ones to decide the parameters, and they go, oh, well, you're depressed, you can't have a gun. So they're going to take your guns that way. And we're just tired of this shit. Every time we turn around, they tax you even when you die. And our parents' generation should be ashamed of themselves because they didn't stand up to prevent it. And our children's
you know what? You're right.
None of them will.
No, you've got to have faith. You know what? You keep praying, don't have faith. I have faith. Okay.
What about Common Core in our schools? They don't even teach our children the Constitution. They don't even let them say the Pledge of Allegiance.
But you're teaching it to them right now.
In this country.
You know what Nevada just did? We passed the ESA accounts, and the leftists are trying to take it away from us. What we have to do is educate our own children. Homeschool our children. There's charter.
They don't want you to do that either.
That's against the law. We can. No, it's not. It's not against the law. I've homeschooled my children. I've put my children through charter school. It is not against the law. Let me tell you, there's a lot of great schools out there that teach our children the Constitution. In Nevada, we have a school called Challenger. We have 3-year-olds reciting the Constitution. Okay. So yeah. So
great. Be to God.
But the other states don't. But yes, there's a lot of states. There's a lot of states that do it. So I want you to understand that, hey, that people are making progress. It's just that there's more. We need more folks to see this. Our movement in Nevada with our education. So understand it is moving in the right direction. It was a big win for us to get our education savings account passed. That now is fighting.
I know I dropped it. Sorry.
So we are working on getting rid of Common Core. You guys there?
How did it ever get to that position where we got to worry that we have Common Core? What happened to the goodness in this country?
People didn't fight. That's why. They didn't fight in the legislature. And you know what? But here's what we have to stand up. We have to elect.
We are.
We have to do that. But we have to fight it out with the law. We have to fight it out on paper. We have to make laws that have consequences when the government is lawless. Do you understand? We have to have consequences.
The thing is, guys, Sean, here's the thing. The message is really important, and this is the thing. Yes, the country's grown apathetic, and that falls on the shoulders of every man and woman in this country and in previous generations as well. But in things like this, the message is getting out. The news media is not controlling this message right now. Principled, peaceful people are controlling this message. And when that can get out, that even though people are asleep, God can work in people's hearts. People can stand up for principle and love their neighbor, and that gets out.
Do you think these federal agents that are here right now threatening our lives are going to be held accountable?
Eventually, yes. I think they will be eventually.
You know why? Because, listen to me. Because we, meaning you four and me and everyone else who's watching right now, because the world is watching you, we are going to do everything right by the law, and we are not going to give them any kind of reason to step out of line and pull a trigger on us, right?
Well, but they already have by putting a false charge on us. And the Constitution says they can't own this land, for one thing, so how can they give us a federal felony when they don't have the right to even be here? They don't have the authority to be here. And then they keep saying it's such a small charge, but it's an absolute charge, and if you don't comply, it'll kill you over such a small charge.
Because they're lawless.
It has to be it's a felony. It can't just be a misdemeanor. It has to be a felony because it's, you fucked with the feds, so you're gonna pay. And everybody's trying to talk us out of this instead of trying to talk them out of it. That's what I don't get. Why are you making sure that they're the ones that are wrecked?
We're trying to do both. It's just let's face it, all of us are weak. All of us are weak, just like you. If we had the power to make them back down, we'd do it right now. I mean, our nation's in this place, and we're trying to maintain peace, and we don't want you guys to die doing it.
Okay, so listen to me. Listen, I want this archived for America. Are we, Gavin, are you there?
We're here, yeah.
Okay, are we live?
Yes, we are. 60,000 people.
Okay, good. Okay, so we have guaranteed by the FBI. They said they will not make any move to escalate anything tonight. Then they need to back off. They need to back off.
Okay.
They know Reverend Graham is on his way. Listen to me. They are not going to make. And what the FBI is saying is they are going to allow Reverend Graham and I to meet up at 8 a.m. tomorrow. This is from the FBI, and I want you guys to get this live stream and get it out there because this is from the FBI. So they are not going to be any aggressive tonight. Then they need to back off. Okay, so listen to me. Just listen. We are progressing. Do you understand? I don't want. No one's backing anywhere, but what they basically said is nothing will happen tonight until Graham and I get together at 8 a.m. That is from the FBI. So if you want to take turns and stay on watch and do what you're gonna do, you want to just get some shut eye, each of you one at a time, groovy, because this is archived, this is on the air, and we have gotten word from the FBI that they will not be aggressive or make any moves tonight.
Can we get Mark to say that over the loudspeaker so we can all hear that from him?
Yes. Say, Mark, you know what, Mark? I want you to say it over. You know what, Mark? You're listening. Please say it over the loudspeaker right now. So Dave and Sean and Sandra and Jeff can hear this, that you will not make a move tonight, and you will not agitate or be aggressive tonight until we get together, Graham and I, at 8 a.m. in the morning. Can you please repeat that on your microphone right now? And so let's just talk, and so hopefully he hears that, and hopefully he'll, relay that message out to you guys on his microphone. So, did you guys eat? Did you guys eat dinner?
No, we've got some snacks, though.
All right. Well, are they at least granola bars and healthy snacks?
Oh, we got 1,000 granola bars. I'm so sick of granola bars.
It's energy, right? Look, I mean, we know the government has failed in gaining the trust of the people.
Hold on. I think Mark's talking to him. Hold on.
What do we got?
Okay. Hold on. Okay. Mark is talking to him.
Mark just said that Sandy said no.
What happened?
What'd Mark say?
Sandy told Reverend Graham we wouldn't leave the refuge because we're not going to prison.
Just wait. What did Mark just say?
He just said that the Reverend Graham told him we said we wouldn't leave.
Okay, so Mark.
We changed that.
Mark
Give
said.
me a couple of minutes here, please.
Okay.
Just hang on the line.
Okay, we're here.
So Mark just said over the loudspeaker that Reverend Graham told them that Sandy said that they're not going anywhere, so they're not going to jail. I don't believe Graham would ever say that to the FBI. I don't believe that. I don't believe Graham would ever say that to the FBI. Hearsay. Yeah.
Tell me that, and I'll stay here and I'll back. You just tell me if that's really what you want to do. I can't fuck you up. That's what you want to do. I'm 100% beside you, and I'll fucking start it off right now.
Listen, I want you guys to talk to me, calm down. What's happening?
Let's try and
What's happening?
copy.
Hey.
That's what that wants us from.
I don't think
Hey,
they're on
I don't want. Hey, guys. Hey, guys.
I think they're away from the phone.
Hey, you guys. What are you guys? Hey, are you there? Listen.
Hold on a minute.
We're waiting.
We're still going to be fighting in court and everything else.
Yeah, we're fighting in court a different battle. Not what we should be. Hey, do you guys want us to pick up McDonald's on the way there? We're going through Bend. I don't know, baby. Do we need some? I don't want to go to jail. But do we need some different food?
No way around that. Think of these fuckers. Maybe we'll spend 2 days, maybe the charges will get dropped after that. No, don't listen to this guy here. You gotta have some faith and some hope, right?
That they could drop them before we can walk on here. I know that. So why should we?
Well, because our lives are at risk.
Well,
I don't want to
see you there either.
we got to
But I don't want to see you in jail.
Go on now. Everybody else too.
You guys there? I think we lost Michelle, but Gavin's still here.
We're still here.
Is everything going? Is everything okay? Okay.
We're talking a moment here.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm not going to stay here and freeze my ass off all night. All I know is we got somebody that Reverend Graham is a powerful man. I've never had people like this stand up for me before. Ever. Our sheriff will stand up for us. All our men will stand up for us. All our people will stand up for us. Didn't give in.
All right, I'm gonna lower this for a little bit so I can tell you guys exactly like what's going on. If you want like the full thing of what's going on, you guys can check the description. I put something in the description so that way you guys can, you know, really see what's going on. But there's a standoff that's going on right now in Oregon. This standoff has been going on for more than 30 days. You know, it's really about the FBI. You know, prosecuting 2 ranchers that got in trouble, whatever. And the FBI sent those guys to prison. So then other people that support these people came to Oregon to do a protest and hold down a building with weapons, right? Now, the past few weeks, the leader has been sent to prison along with 6 or 7 other people. Someone else was killed as well. And these are the last people that are at the refuge right now. They're holding it down. And the FBI is like trying to get these people to come out. And they're trying to negotiate. So that's what's going on. And like, this is something that I've been paying attention to for the past, I would honestly say, guys, like I've been paying attention to this like since the beginning of it. So it's been about a month or so that I've been watching this very closely, like every day. So that's why I'm live streaming this right now. This is off another stream, but credit to that person and all that stuff. But hopefully you guys enjoy this, and hopefully this can end peaceful without someone else dying, because someone actually died a week ago. So I'm gonna mute my mic and I'm gonna let you guys listen to what's going on. Is he still being brought?
I got you. And
Okay.
is that right? Is that right?
That would be Michelle's number. Michelle's on the
That's not
line.
Michelle.
That's Nevada. That's not them. They're from Wisconsin. They were Wisconsin numbers.
Right. Okay.
Listen,
I thought it was Michelle. That's how I messed up.
Gavin, I need you to get a prayer in there, because these guys are kind of talking scary stuff right now.
I know. As soon as I'm letting them talk, and I told them to call back. I'm going to try and manually add them back in and see. Okay. No, that's not it either. See, the phone's just ringing off the hook, but we're not going to let those ones in. So just hold it.
Yeah.
Just hang in there, and I'm going to get them back here as soon
No
as I can, and then we'll try and
worries.
calm the
Okay.
situation.
Yep.
I think we'll get them. Okay. Let's
That's a great song.
okay, so hold on. How are they getting these calls through? What the heck?
That's a great song.
Can you call that back?
Try.
What's going on there?
So I'm not sure what's going on. Are they trying to get them back online or what? I was talking to my mother on the phone, so I wasn't paying attention. And I come back and I see the phone call has ended, whatever. It looks like they're trying to get them back online. So I'll see what happens.
Glad we got that archived, though. At least we got. And this is, and you guys got this all recorded, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, look. Okay. Hang on. I think I found a way to shut off the incoming calls, but that means if I lose you, I may have to call you back. I had to meet.
Okay, you have my number, right?
Yes, I do, Michelle.
I got it right here, although it doesn't even look like it worked. It was supposed to shut down the incoming calls. Okay, hold on.
Okay.
I wonder if somebody
Somebody gave out our number. They're trying to shut down the communication. I got calls coming in every second here, so.
Once again, if you guys really want to know what happened, you can check the description, and I'll put a description there for you guys so that way you can read that and just educate yourself on what's really going on, because this is something that has been taking place for the past month or so. So it's a lot to explain and digest, but this is definitely a real situation, and the FBI is surrounding these people that have been in this house for the past month or so.
Trying to keep the message from getting through.
Your wife deals with that.
Hush that text.
Okay, guys, just for the listeners in there, they're messing with the phones, but we're trying to get it back up here. So the people that hate liberty are trying to mess with us by calling in.
Hello?
Who's Sandy?
Yes.
Okay, I got you back. Hang on.
Okay. Where's the speaker? Oh. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm just trying to get Michelle back on, but hang on. They're messing with our phones, so we're having to fight it a little bit, but we got you.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let me try and add Michelle back in just a second.
Okay.
I've never had anyone.
Nope. Okay, I lost Michelle. We'll try and get her back in, but you guys are live, and I'll watch specifically for Michelle's number. So you're back live. What's going on there?
They're bringing in vehicles behind us.
More FBI. Okay. So did somebody call you?
Not yet.
Mark, or somebody's supposed to call me on the phone so we have communication.
Okay.
They said that they were going to wait until Reverend Graham and Michelle come tomorrow, and then they pulled vehicles up behind us. And Sean told them that seemed like an escalation to him, and they backed off.
Okay, good. Okay, so hopefully they're telling the truth about the agreement. How are you guys doing? Do you have peace there? Do we need some prayer, or how are you feeling?
We need miracles. What we
We need a miracle.
Well, let's pray for that then, shall we?
Okay.
All right, God of the universe, we look to you because you are the author of liberty, and we do need a miracle. We don't have the strength to overcome wickedness. We don't have the strength to restore liberty on our own, God. And you do. You can overpower the wicked, you can confound the wicked, and you can build a shield. So we ask that you send legions of angels down here tonight to watch over these people, and that will be peaceful and principled and righteous, and that will speak the words of truth with wisdom, being wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Let us restore peace, God, for our children, and work on our behalf mightily, and let your glory be revealed, and bring miracles for liberty, God.
All right, I just muted the thing again. Someone goes like, this is fake or something like that. Well, this is not fake. If you guys believe it's fake, all you need to do is go to Google and search the word organ. Search that in Google, and you will see that this is a real situation that is going on right now. The people that are on the phone, they're trying to keep these guys calm because, I was watching the live stream at first, and, these guys were going crazy. They were very irate because they're in a situation where They don't want to go to jail. So these people are trying to leave this house without going to jail, A, and they're also trying to leave this house without being killed, because one of their members were already killed, a week ago. So they're scared. And that's why they keep praying. They're trying to get these guys to calm down, because it's still their situations. They're scared.
The refuge due to them breaking their promises. And that's why we're here, is because they're breaking their promises. They're not lawful. And the people need to step up with peace and principle and restore that law and stop tolerating a lawless government. And
but once again, if you guys believe it's fake or something like that, there's a link in the description. It says credit. Oh, actually, you know what? That's not it right there. Hold on. Let me get that for you guys. I'll get the link so that way you guys can go check that out.
We use our First Amendment right to protest peacefully.
right.
We're being prosecuted for that.
Yes.
That's what the charges are, is that we're here. Okay?
Yeah, you're right.
These three gentlemen, they say that they're going to turn themselves in tomorrow when Franklin Graham and Michelle get here. And they want me to agree to it, and I will for them.
Sure. Well,
But I want everybody to know that we'll never see the light of day again from prison, because they're going to put us in jail for a small charge. They say if it's such a small charge, they could have dropped it then.
you know what, Sandy? We're not going to let that happen. Let me tell you a story. They've been holding Pete and Ammon and the other patriots, John Ritzheimer, all of them. They've been holding them in solitary confinement. And as weak as we are, the voice does still matter. And we started a campaign yesterday. Some of the lawyers were in on it. The news media was doing it. And then we started a campaign on the Bundy Ranch page, and we started ringing their phones on the hook, off the hook, the government phones all over the state of Oregon. And today, they released Pete, they released Ammon, and it looks like they released all the patriots from solitary confinement. Now, we know that that's not where they should be. They're peaceful men, and they shouldn't be in jail at all, but their conditions improved. They can communicate better, so they're not in a dark hole where nobody can hear them. Ammon's been getting messages out. He's been speaking to the people through audio calls like.
All right, just mute the stream for a second. There's a link in the description now. You guys can simply refresh your stream, and you're going to see a link from the New York Times. But make sure you guys refresh the stream first, and you should see the link. And yes, this is a situation that is going on right now, and I'm going to play that back to you guys.
And they're waiting to come in so that they can do their investigation and add more charges to those people so that they never see the light of day again.
But remember, they have more power than us, but they don't have more power than God. And this goes back all the way to the American Revolution. We were hopelessly outnumbered then too, and many of those patriots served time behind bars trying to bring liberty back in the Revolution. But in the end, the message got out, people stood up, and because the appeal to heaven does work, and the prayer of a righteous man does avail much. You know?
I just know we're never going to get out of prison. I just know that.
Don't know that we won't let that happen. We're not going to let them just lock you away and forget about you. And
they impeded the press.
I know.
For coming here and reporting this story.
But you know what? Because of all the message of all this, is despite all the long train of abuses, similar to what was talked about in our declaration, Sandy, despite all this, more and more people are waking up because of it.
I hope so. I hope you're right.
I mean, when else in history, think about this for a second. The Patriots in 1775, when they were being attacked by the Redcoats, they didn't have a stream like this of 60,000 people all over the world listening live. And our country's fallen a long ways from liberty, but we do have the ability. You guys are getting the message out, and it's coming out with peace and strength and principle.
Right, but they didn't turn their souls into the hands of the enemy. And that's what we're doing. If we give ourselves up, we're turning our hands into the hands of the enemy.
But that's not entirely true. There were times when they lost individual battles, even though the war wasn't lost, and they retreated, or sometimes they were even taken prisoner. But it wasn't the end. They didn't just lock them away forever.
True, but we will be prisoners.
Do you know that? What year is that?
of their injustice. We will be prisoners of their injustice.
Right, but you know what? I know, and look, I've been in their jails. I know how bad it is, and I know that they're corruption, but a lot of that's being exposed too by this. Here's the thing, because of your guys' message, because of Ammon's message, a lot of people that thought of themselves as, oh, we're conservative Republicans and we value liberty and the government, you know, will fix this for us. They're realizing that bureaucrats aren't fixing this for us. And
no, they're not.
And look,
they're
I mean,
actually making it worse.
But at the same time, you do have people that are elected officials, and we have these trust issues. We've been led by lies by the government. But if you come out under the protection of public figures, that does give you a lot of voice. And so you have access to public officials, but even more, you have access to the world right now. And the message, look, when Lavoie died, you know, you guys remember the day they murdered Lavoie. You'll never forget it. None of us will. When that happened, Sandy, the message, at first the media tried to take control of it. But people were roused by it. People had a fire in their belly and a spark in their heart, and the message spread. And the media did not control that conversation. They didn't get away with this sham of saying, oh, he went for a gun. He was murdered, and the world knows it. And there's still people out there that are asleep, but we don't need the majority for liberty. We need a principled, tenacious minority that are willing to stand up for righteousness, that are willing to love their neighbor, that are willing to seek God. And when we do that, there can be overcoming. I have a message from Victoria here, if you guys want it.
Yes.
Okay. She says, please tell the people who are in there that I love them and my family loves them. Tell them, bear with me a second. Tell them they need to stay safe, calm, and stay alive. Tell them that I will stand with them no matter the cost. Please tell the listening audience that Victoria Sharp is asking for thousands of American citizens to exercise their First Amendment right and go to Burns and peacefully protest what the FBI is doing. Thousands of people need to go there now and tell the FBI to leave, and that they cannot hurt these people. It's time for America to stand. We can't let the FBI hurt these people. And is there any way
That's not what
that was an she wants to sing, and we'll have to see if we can get her in here, because that would be great to have a hymn.
We're trying to do a recording.
Yes.
Okay, but understand, I mean, people are with you, and despite the fact that there's not as many boots on the ground as there should be, America should have stood up bolder, and there's a lot of lessons learned from this. But you guys, the lesson is learned. The message has gone out, and we're not going to let you rot in a prison cell. We're not letting the patriots that were arrested a few weeks ago rot in a prison cell.
I can't even describe to you how wrong it is I feel to be giving myself into the hands of the enemy.
But you know, okay, don't then. Give yourself into the hands of God and let God direct your path and what to do, because there's been lots of people, there's lots of great men of faith in the Bible that they were taken into the hands of the enemy, but really they were not in the hands of the enemy, they were in the hands of God.
Okay, right now what he's trying to do is he's trying to calm her down, because like I said, these guys that are inside of this building, they want to leave, right? But they don't want to go to jail, and they don't want to be killed by the FBI. So they're trying to avoid both of those things, and they're basically saying, look, if the FBI is going to take me to jail, I'm not going to go out without a fight. If you're going to send me to jail for the rest of my life, I might as well just stand my ground with my weapon. So that's what's going on in this situation right now, for the people that are wondering. Also, there's some stuff in the description. You guys can read that, so that way you can fully know what's going on. This has been something that has been going on for the past month or so. So I've been reading up on this. I've been watching this closely for the past month. One person has been killed already by the FBI a week ago when the leader decided to meet up. The leader and a few people decided to go meet up with someone, but it was a setup with the FBI. They killed the guy, and these people are scared. They do not want to die. They do not want to go to jail. So right now they're trying to negotiate with the FBI that has them surrounded. But once again, you guys can check out some stuff in the description if you want to know what's going on.
Give in to them, we surrender, we go to jail, we're convicted. We'll never be able to have weapons again. We're going to lose all our rights. We'll lose our right to vote.
But you know, what does it say of the wicked nation? It says that if they will repent and hear his voice and turn from their sins, that he will heal their land. And it says that if people obey the law of God, which is summed up in not only loving God, but then loving your neighbor as yourself. That's what we forgot to do in America.
That's why we were here.
I know, and that's...
Don't say their love than the person who gives their life for their fellow man.
You're right, and that's why Ammon was there. That's why you all were there. That's why all the patriots were there.
Exactly.
And that message, you know what, though, Sandy, that message is out, and people are understanding that, and that message is getting out, and people more and more, I know it's slow. It's always slow. God doesn't move at our pace.
Our rights. We're going to lose our rights so that other people can fight for theirs. Just want America to know that. As we go to jail and we lose our rights, it's for the people. So they better stand. They better take advantage of this opportunity.
You're right.
They're going to lose it forever, and it's going to be Nazi Germany, as it already is becoming.
We've lost liberty because we failed, but God help us. Maybe there's still an opportunity to stand. And it's important that people know, look, remember this, even when you're abused by people, no one can ever take your rights because God gave you those rights, not the Constitution. And sometimes we're in duress, and sometimes we're even in chains, but no one can ever take our rights. And God always brings justice, even if it's not exactly in our timeline. But listen, it's not like we're going to get off here and the whole world's just going to and look, we don't even know, maybe they can negotiate something out. We know that the FBI's lost our trust. And if the FBI wants a peaceful resolution, we have to ask, why would they prevent Franklin Graham? Why would they prevent Michelle Fiore from coming? But maybe they're changing their heart on that because it seems like they're backing down.
I just talked with Bill, one of the FBI agents on the blowhorn.
Okay.
And I told him that we would wait till Reverend Graham and Michelle got here in the morning. He said they'll meet us at the checkpoint. We're going to take our personal weapons and put them in our own vehicles.
Okay.
We have to make sure that they're cleared and safe. Leave the keys on the seat. They will inventory all our stuff, and we'll get that back at a later date. And then we have to walk to them with our hands raised, no weapons. I told them we're going to be carrying American flags.
Okay.
And I also told them that if they throw my wife to the ground by her hair and harm her in any way, I will come unglued, and they'll change the whole situation.
Right.
And they assured me they won't do that. They'll treat us with respect.
We want the media there.
Well, maybe you could go one at a time too, and then you can keep an eye on each other.
Yes.
We got to have the media.
We got to have the media at that checkpoint.
Witnesses.
Right, and so are they saying they're going to back off for the night and then you're going to meet at the checkpoint?
They're not leaving, but they said they won't escalate and they won't do anything.
And are they going to let Franklin and Michelle in?
They're going to meet us at the checkpoint.
Okay.
We still have 2 vehicles in the back field that I asked them to remove. They sat there for a while. They finally stopped, but they shut their lights off, and I said we need to see them with their lights on drive back out of there because that threatens me that they're behind us.
Right.
Said he's working on that.
Okay, yeah, and they need to show a good faith. I mean, the FBI, the federal government here has been lying and lying and lying, and we know they're liars and we know they're wicked, but God can still turn it to righteousness, and they need to show a show of good faith.
Absolutely.
We've been praying for them this whole time.
Right, we need to love our enemies, but that doesn't mean that as a nation we don't stand up to them either, because there's this false idea of love out there from the professing church who should be standing for righteousness. They should be loving their neighbor, but they aren't, and they're saying, oh, love is just fluffy duffy, come to our church. Love is what you guys showed down there. It's what Ammon showed. It's what you guys are showing to the American people right now. It's a willingness to love your neighbor as yourself, to lay down your life for your neighbor if need be. It's a willingness to sacrifice for the liberty of future generations. That's love, and that's what Jesus did too.
Exactly. I wish there were more of us like that here, standing right here.
Well,
my wife lost her job now, I'm sure, because she couldn't go back to it. And, we have bills to pay, so we're going to lose everything.
Well,
we gave everything for this country.
And the Hammonds are still in prison for it.
Yeah, they're still in prison, but we're gonna work at getting them out too. And the message, look, and it's been a struggle out here because Ammon's been mostly disconnected. They took everybody at once, but it is changing. We kept up the message. Ammon's words are getting out. They might arrest you guys. I mean, I'm not going to pretend. I'm not going to play politician with you. I have the same fears you do. I'm not a politician, and we're in this bad situation, but the message gets out, and even if they take you to jail, the message can still get out. And let me tell you right now, people aren't going to forget you. They're not going to ignore you. But if you feel ignored or forgotten ever, if you're in jail, if you haven't been let out right away, you get a hold of me, and I'll help you.
If they'll let us have a phone call.
Yeah, they didn't let Shauna get a phone call out, and her husband had a heart attack.
I know.
Because he was so worried sick about her. He knew that everything went down, but it was, what, 3 days? 3 days or something before she was ever allowed to have a phone call.
Right.
And her husband, in the meantime, was so stressed out he had a heart attack.
I know it's hard, but now look. I mean, there's going to be people. The world's going to be watching. That we're not just going to. They're not just going to haul you away into the darkness. And just like there was a massive outcry yesterday to get these patriots out of solitary confinement because it was ridiculous and abusive. All these jails are abusive. The whole justice system is broken. But there was progress. God still did.
Someone in the comment section said they thought this was a video. Well, this is a video, but the thing is, these people that are at this refuge, they're speaking by phone. Like, there's no cameras there to watch them or anything like that. There's people trying to talk them down from doing anything crazy, so that way they don't die or anything like that. Like, they're trying to get these people to stand down and just go in the hands of the FBI. So this is something that is live. This is live right now. This is going on. If you guys don't believe this is real, there's a link in the description. You guys can go check out the New York Times. This is a real situation, and they're talking to people that are at this house, and they're trying to get them to stand down.
And if we have to die for liberty, we die for liberty, and we do so with our head held high. But if it's not time, we always want to be peaceful and wise. And just because patriots need to know, and this has happened all through history in the Bible in early America, just because you go to jail doesn't mean you lose.
We'll see.
We'll see if we ever get out of there.
Well, Ammon's in there, and he's still positive. I don't know if you guys have heard his audios. Yeah, it's frustrating for him. But even then,
he's still there, and he's being persecuted while he's there.
He is.
He shouldn't even be there.
I know. I fully agree. And because of that, the problem is due process has been, you were talking earlier about the courts, and let's not play politics about it. The courts have been wiped out in terms of due process, but the voice of the people can still resonate, and it still has an effect. And so, yes, the courts, the jails, the justice system, all the way to the Supreme Court, it's corrupted. And for the most part, the rule of law is gone in our courts, and people need to recognize that. It's important they know that, but that doesn't mean they just get away with abusing people however they want, because there's a lot of people watching. And so even though what I've learned about these tyrants, even though they're lawless, they're afraid too. And so even though they abuse, they're also careful in certain areas because they don't want to lose the message either. And they don't want to push people too far. And what's happening is they're pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's affecting people in this nation because of what people like you guys are doing.
And if we die,
when do they get their trial in court? When do they get to stand in front of the courts?
Here's a story. When I was arrested about a year ago in a courtroom for standing up to a judge because she refused due process and to follow the Constitution. And they dragged me and my dad, Grant, out of that courtroom, and they hauled us off to jail. And I remember during the course of their shenanigans of the kangaroo court down in Douglas County, I went up.
For the people that want to know what's going on, just check the description. There's full text for you guys to find out what's going on. I've explained it like several times, whatever, but there's a standoff with the FBI and with a group of people who have been occupying a building with weapons for the past 30 days or so. So the FBI is trying to get these people to stand down. These people are scared to leave because, they don't want to get arrested because that's what happened to other people, and they don't want to get killed. And that has also happened to one of their members of this group. The person was killed and other people were arrested and indicted on federal charges. So, they're scared. So if you want to know more about this, there's a little snippet for you guys in the description. Read that and continue to watch.
We're trying to get Michelle back in, and so I'm watching for her. But what they've done out here to us is, it looks like the FBI put my phone number out, and so they're ringing the phones off the hook, and I have to be really careful.
The word's getting out, Ben.
Oh, the word's getting out. I mean, look, it was on Drudge Report. It was on Fox News. It was on Newsmax. It was on CBS. I mean, they were calling Nathan in here, who was running the phones for me, and my family's been in here helping too. And they were trying to.
Thank them for us.
They're right here. They hear you. So.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You know, where was Fox News and all these other ones when all this was happening?
They were busy whoring for a corrupt government.
Exactly.
But we still set the example. We still set the example of peace. We don't hate. We show love.
And see, that was the whole thing. When this all started, they were talking about armed occupiers and militia and all this stuff. You know, yes, we had our Second Amendment rights with us, which my husband and I, we carry our weapons with us no matter where we go. We always have them. But nobody got hurt.
Right.
Until Lavoie was killed. You know, they demonized us, and they were waiting for a bloodbath. Well, when everything went down after Lavoie, well, the bloodbath opportunity was over, so they all left. And now
Right.
they're probably all back because there's an opportunity here that, you know what, these people might get killed, and it might be a really good story.
Yeah, and the thing is, though, but here's the beauty of this. You know, you guys called me earlier. I put out videos last week when David left a message. We've been putting out, you know, the Bundy Ranch has been putting out lots of videos. The message is getting out without the media. In America, the patriots, the principled, we need to recognize that when our message is peace and liberty, even though the media is not, we just need to be the news media. We don't need a corrupt news media. And if they want to carry the message, if they want to spread the word, that's fine. If they want to get on board so that they can preserve the liberty of their children, we welcome them anytime. But we don't need a corrupt news media to carry the message.
They don't even realize how they're destroying it for America and their children and their children's children. You know, we had reporters in here that wanted to do news stories on us, but because they didn't use the words militia or armed, their editors killed the stories.
Right, because they wanted to portray the people on the refuge as violent men, when in reality they were peaceful men, and the government was the one. In all cases whatsoever, the government instigated the violence. And look, I mean, Sandy, this is nothing new. I just was working on a video. I hear from Jeff Winehouse and Schaefer Cox from prison. You know, Jeff Winehouse is another patriot that they tried to assassinate the FBI a few years ago, and they gunned him down. And when he didn't die, instead of the FBI and state police being prosecuted, they sent him to prison and convicted him, even though he did nothing. He never drew a gun, nothing. And there's even a video of it. But here's the thing: he calls me, and his voice even gets out from prison. Yeah, he has his frustrating days, but he calls me almost every week, and he prays with me. And I help, and I work on things to try and get the message out and expose his case. There's other people like Schaefer Cox. There's Schuyler Barbeau over in Washington. There's James Fair up in Okanagan. There's patriots all over the place that are being abused by an unjust justice system. But there's more and more people recognizing that abuse and saying we have to do something about it.
Good.
Hey, now, hey, Sandy, if I go silent for just a minute, it's because I'm trying to merge Michelle back in. We're having a hard time getting her in here. But as soon as we, if I'm gone for, you know, more than 30 seconds, then try and call back. But if it's just for a few seconds, I'm probably just trying to patch her in.
Okay, can I read you something before you do that?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, the definition of a militant: having or showing a desire or willingness to use strong or extreme and sometimes forceful methods to achieve something. A disposition to dominate, often in disregard to others' rights.
Right, which is not what you're doing.
Which is not what we're doing. Here's the definition of a patriot: one who loves and defends his or her country.
Right.
Modern day USA describes someone that refers to themselves as a constitutionalist.
Right, which they label as a bad thing, but really it's someone saying, I believe in my neighbor's rights. I believe in loving my neighbor.
Exactly.
So, and that's the thing. I mean, that's the message of stopping this tyranny, stopping the war that's on rural America, the attack of government on liberty, and that's the people's job. The Constitution, remember, the framers set up the Constitution after much debate, and it was set up not as a way to grant us rights. It was the alarm that the wall of liberty has been breached. It was to remind us of our rights.
Yes, that we have rights, that we don't need licenses or concealed carry
Exactly.
licenses and things like that, because that makes It's not a privilege.
It's not a privilege. It's a right.
It's a God-given right.
You're absolutely right. You know, we had a rally here in Olympia. They tried to pass this ridiculous law called I-594 about a year ago. And me and some other patriots organized a rally. They made it a felony here in Washington State for us even to hand a gun to our friend. And we said, no, we're not going to have it. And so, you know, despite the fact that America doesn't stand up enough.
So there's a lot of people that are wondering what's going on. I'm not going to go into to the nitty gritty of what's going on, but I will say this. Some patriots got together. They took over a federal building, right? They were armed, and they have been holding down this building for the past 30 to 40 days or something like that, right? Now, a week ago, their leader was going to go to a meeting or whatever, right? And he was ambushed by the FBI. One of the other members were also killed. 6 or 7 people were arrested by the FBI. The people that you hear in this video or this live stream that's going on, this is a live phone call. The people that you hear, the FBI has surrounded this building. It is possible that the FBI will go in and kill these people. It is also possible that these people will leave this building and be arrested. They're fighting right now. They're trying to negotiate with the FBI because they don't want to go to prison. They feel that 2 things are going to happen. They feel that either they're going to go to prison for the rest of their life or the FBI is going to kill them because the FBI has killed one of their members. That happened a week ago. The FBI has arrested multiple of their members, and that happened as well. So they're trying to negotiate. This could end in the next hour. This could end in the morning. So this live phone call is going to keep happening until something happens. And we may hear gunshots. You know, these guys may, surrender peacefully. I guess we'll see, right? Also, there's going to be something in the description if you guys want to read that. So that way you can try to figure out what's going on. It's a lot of stuff to digest, especially when you hear these people just talking and you don't know what's going on. But read the title and that'll tell you what you need. Or also, you guys can go in the description and read what's there.
Wouldn't escalate anything, and they'd wait till then. So what we're going to probably ask for is to go back to our tent where it's warm and hold the night up there.
Right.
And I just hope that they keep their word. We'll keep our word, and we'll clear this up in the morning. So I would like to hear from Michelle. Is she supposed to call back in?
Yeah, could you hold on? What they've done is they put my number out publicly so that my phone's getting spam, but I'm going to try and add her back in now. So listen, I'm going to go silent for a minute to try and get her. If the call drops, call me back because I'm having a hard time getting through to you guys. So just hold on a minute, but if I disconnect, you can ring back.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so here we go. Let me see if I can get through to her here. Okay, I'm going to call her now, so just bear with me.
Okay.
Come on.
Are you there?
Michelle?
Hello?
Michelle?
Yeah.
All right, let me try and merge it. Hang on, I got you. I still got them.
Okay.
Okay, are you both there? I got Michelle, guys. Sean, I got Michelle.
Yeah, I got him. Are you guys there?
Yes.
Okay.
Michelle, this is Sean.
Hi, Sean.
I talked with Bill, the FBI guy, and we've agreed to meet with you and Reverend Graham in the morning, probably 8 o'clock, and we're going to turn ourselves in. We're not surrendering, we're just turning ourselves in.
No, what did I say? We've got a new battleground,
Right.
okay?
Right.
A new battleground. So,
but
let's just...
I want you to know that it's going against everything we believe in, but we're going to do it. And we're going to leave our weapons, our personal weapons, in our own personal vehicles. We're going to leave them unlocked and leave the keys on the seat because they got to go through that and inventory everything. I don't know if we'll ever get them back, but we have our own vehicles here, so we have our possessions in there.
Okay.
And then we're going to walk one after another with the flag and turn ourselves in and meet you and Reverend Graham at the checkpoint.
Okay. know what, Sean? I have to tell you, and I promise you, and we're on live stream. So one thing that you'll learn about me is a promise made is a promise kept. I
appreciate that.
Period. I promise you that I will see all of our American patriots through this, and we will definitely. And I have to also just tell you, and we're live stream. Do you know you have definitely put a call to action? There are all of the legislators that stand with you from your state, from many states. So we got Arizona and Idaho and Washington and Nevada and Wyoming. They're all coming there. We're all meeting there in Burns tonight. We are all coming to you. So understand, you have elected officials that are listening to this movement, to the United States Constitution. So I want you to know what you've done. You have done good, Sean. You and Jeff and Dave and Sandy, you guys are making history tonight. And know that.
Well, that's
Know that. Yeah.
You know which representatives are coming from Idaho?
Yeah, it's Judy, it's Heather, and another. I'm on the phone, so I can't open the phone with the text with the names, but these are your people, and so I just want to let you know that this live stream was just brilliant, David Fry, and with Americans watching and understanding, and we're going to basically ask America to stand with us to stop the overreaching federal government, and you guys did it. I want you to understand, you four in that refuge have something to be very proud about of what and the civil disobedience and free speech, and what you guys have accomplished is amazing. So let's just keep it. As what you've just told me, and I just have to tell you, I'm with you. Okay. So how are you guys hungry? Did you eat? What are you doing?
Well, I'm going to let the FBI know that we're going to go back to our tent so we can stay warm for the night.
Okay.
And we're going to have our weapons just to keep everyone honest.
Okay. I know an armed society is a polite society. I understand.
And then in the morning, we'll, once we get word that you and Reverend are at the checkpoint, we will proceed with our surrender.
Okay. And I am here. I am here. So just know that, and know that you're winning the hearts across America, Sean.
Well, I hope so, and I hope that we don't just get thrown in jail and forgot about.
We won't let that happen.
Okay, so guess what? We are on live feed, and I, Assemblywoman Fiore, I can speak from the other Assemblywomen and men from Nevada, and the other Assembly members and that are coming out there. We will never let that happen. You have my word, and I know that your word is your bond, and my word is my bond. And this is what we're going to do together. And we'll fight tyranny together. And this is what the outcome of this is going to be. And you have something really proud to be.
How many people are on the live stream at this moment?
Just a moment, we'll find out.
We're looking.
Hang on, yeah, it's been huge for hours. Right now, what is it, maybe 41,000 right now. It's getting late, so it's dropped down a little bit, but it's still being watched.
Around 70.
Yeah, it got up to about 70,000 at
Yeah.
live.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they all get to bed,
and they all get to go to bed while we're standing for their freedom to do that.
And you know what? That's okay, but I want you guys to think about something. I want you to think about all of our military that are overseas and abroad that protect Americans and the stuff that they go through. And this is what you did. You stood your ground to protect the Constitution, and this is where we're going with it. And you're here, and basically you're fighting on a domestic level.
Exactly.
So and just know that people are watching and people hear you loud and clear.
Right. We hope so.
Right.
Well, you got it, Sean, and I have to tell you, it was what you called this morning, it just made my day.
Well, I tried to call you sooner, but we got cut off, so we weren't able to do that. But thanks to, I gotta let people know that these two gentlemen that are with us saved our lives because they've done so much for us. They stuck by me when only I was the one with the felony. They risked their own lives and their futures. And I'm telling you, David he's probably going to get a job with the FBI because he outsmarted them at every turn. They need people like him. I'm telling you, he's a genius.
But you want to know something? You think about it. Remember that movie, Catch Me If You Can? I mean, that's exactly what happened. Basically, the FBI hired the guy.
Yeah. I mean, he did things that I was just like, wow.
Yeah. Shauna Cox has just spoken so highly of David Fry and all of his magical things that he does. She couldn't say enough about him. So it was. So I just I can't wait to see you guys.
All right.
Thank you, America, for sticking with us, and we'll see you all in the morning.
Can you get a hold of Billy Graham, or I'm sorry, Reverend Graham? Franklin?
Does Michelle have contact with him?
I'm not sure. I don't know if we still have the number in this phone or.
No, actually, I think the FBI had it.
He needs to, because the last he knew that we weren't going to give up, but that has changed, so he needs to know that the new situation. Take care of that for us.
Okay, so I think we lost Michelle again. We'll try and get her back. Well, no, she's still there. I don't know if we got her. Her signal might be failing a little bit.
All right, I think what I'm going to do is tell Bill we're going to go to the tent. We're going to round up our stuff. So if you guys would hang on and come with us, we'd appreciate that.
Sure. Should we stay on the line? Do you want to keep the live stream going?
Yes,
okay,
please.
Good. Excellent.
Give me a couple minutes here.
Okay, sounds good. We'll be here.
Hey, Bill, are you awake? We'd like to go to our tent, check the night out so that we can be warm. We're also going to take our weapons.
All right, for the people that are just now joining the stream, like I've said this a million times, you guys can either read the description to find out what's going on. I guess I can just tell you guys like very quickly. For the past month or so, some protesters that are armed decided to take over a federal building. I'm not going to get into the specifics of like why they did it and all that kind of stuff because that can take forever. So they took over this building. One person has been killed by the FBI. Many people have been arrested, and they have been holding down this building for over a month. The FBI is like trying to get these guys to come out and surrender. The people that are in this building right now, they're scared that they're going to get killed by the FBI. They're also scared that they're going to be arrested. So right now, they're trying to negotiate with the FBI so that way neither of those things happen. But these people are very scared, and you hear people on the line trying to talk to them and trying to calm them down so that way they don't do anything stupid, because the moment they say something like, I'm willing to die for this or something like that, the FBI can use that against them and can actually, take them out because of that and get away with it. So the people on the phone are trying to calm them down. So that's what's going on, and I'm going to play the broadcast. And this is live, by the way. This is not just a video. This is live. This is a live phone call that is going on right now, and is being broadcasted in many places. If you guys want more information on this, you can read the description, or you guys can click the link in the description and it will tell you more about it.
You gotta understand where we're at.
Now, it looks like they're still on the phone. I took my earbuds out. Do you guys know if they're still on the call right now or what? Let me know in the comment section.
We're still here, guys.
Oh, they're still live. There we go. They're still there. Still going on. I'm guessing they're doing something in the background right now.
Picking up our stuff and we're gonna head to the tent.
Okay, so hey, just so you know, once you get settled there, we got a hold of Victoria. We couldn't patch her in, but I actually have an audio file she sent of them doing some singing for you guys, and she has a message for you. So once you get settled, we'll play that for you.
Now, the reason he's trying to play the singing of this girl, like, you know, singing whatever, they're trying to boost their morale so that way they don't do anything crazy. They're trying to get these guys out of there without being killed by the FBI. So if you hear someone singing, it's just them trying to boost their morale a little bit.
Okay, hang on. I'm trying to add Michelle back in. Michelle?
Yes.
Okay, hang on. I'm patching you.
Okay.
Okay, Michelle, they're not really on. They're still here, but they're moving things around. They're trying to go get set up in camp so they can get settled.
Okay.
And then we have a message from Victoria Sharp. Got an audio message through, and she's got a song for them for when they get settled to try and make them calm things down.
Good. Very well.
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here.
I'm here. I'm here. He dropped the phone, so I didn't know if you were still there.
We still got you.
No, I'm here. Yep, we got you. We got you.
Okay.
So you guys kind of getting settled in and.
Hold on. They're talking. Hold on. The FBI's talking to Sean. Hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I thought you guys covered that. We've been out here for 2 weeks.
What is? Yeah, I got it. What are they doing? Oh, the FBI is letting us know that they're going to have people come in and relieve them throughout the night. And Sean told him, he goes, I thought you guys were tougher than that. We've been here for 2 weeks.
Well, they clock out at 5 and we don't want to get any taxpayer overtime on those boys, so let them go home and let them go to sleep.
Exactly.
Yeah. And they got a lot of gear on. It's heavy, so give them a break.
Well, they're sitting in warm vehicles.
All right, I want to say something. There's going to be people that are watching this stream that are going to say these guys are patriots. There's going to be people out there that are watching this stream that are going to say these guys are terrorists. Just understand, I'm just reporting news. I'm not on either side. I understand both sides. I understand why they're doing this, and I understand why the FBI is doing what they're doing. So understand that I'm just broadcasting the news for you guys. It's up to you to decide who's good or bad. Not me.
Mike Arnold, who I'm with, who I'm driving Ferns with right now, has spoken with the FBI. They have given us their word that they are going to stand down tonight. And in the morning, when you guys have agreed to come out, me and Graham will meet you at that point, and they have promised us that. And and they've promised us. We've put it out there on national news, and so I expect them to honor their promise.
And just in case the media doesn't show up, you're going to have your camera ready, Michelle.
I have an iPhone.
That'll work. That'll work.
Okay, I have an iPhone, and Mike has an iPhone, and does Graham have an iPhone?
Hey, think about this. Despite all their big fancy toys, nearly this entire message since the day Ammon and the Patriots went to restore people's property rights on the refuge, nearly the entire message has been carried by phones, people's mobiles in their pocket.
Yes, but you want to know what? Now that we've got quite a few folks listening, you know what we have to figure out? We have to definitely figure out some kind of phone service where a cell tower can't shut it off.
Yeah, that's a problem. There's radios, but they can jam those too.
Yep.
Yeah. But you know what? It's still getting out. So despite the fact we know they feel some pressure, otherwise they would have shut this off a long time ago.
They did shut us down, but David Fry, the wonderful genius study,
Great.
Oh yeah. No. Yeah. I wrote when I was literally landing on the airplane when I finally got you guys, and so I didn't have anything but a black Sharpie to write a phone number down. And so, like when we were back in school, remember we used to write phone numbers on our hands? So with a black Sharpie, I have a 509 number written on my hand. So Mike Arnold just looked at my hand and he thought I had some Chinese tattoo on my hand with a black Sharpie of a phone number. So, yeah. Yeah. And remember, before texting, don't forget, we used to write notes in school and pass them, I guess I'm showing my age now, but
I remember those days too.
And there was always, if you were in the woods, there was always the paper plate tacked to a tree.
Nice. Nice. So, goodness gracious. Thank you guys for praying all night with us. And, thank you for being calm and letting God handle this really. And I think we did good. I think we did good.
Yeah, he can God, if we as a nation return to God and look to him and submit to and stand for what's right, he can overpower the wickedness.
I agree with that. I mean, this outcome tonight was the best we could have because it delayed our coffee. I mean, it made our coffee date sooner instead of Friday morning, but it's all kinds of good.
That's right. Sandy, are you guys settled, or are they still working away there?
And we're almost done.
Right on.
We're getting our stuff situated. We're back inside. We got the heat on.
Nice. Very, very nice.
Okay, they have a message from Victoria when you're ready.
Okay, we're ready for the message.
All right. Hey, let me see if I can get that going. Let me tell me. I've got a message from Victoria, so tell me if you hear her.
Hello, everyone. This is Victoria.
Are you able to hear?
Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and play the whole thing. I think it's a couple minutes long.
Hello, everyone. This is Victoria Sharp, and I'm with my family. We want to sing a song to you guys. We love you all. Stay calm and stay alive. We need your voices. So we're going to sing a song to you all now.
All right. The reason she's singing to these guys right now is because she's trying to keep the morale up. I'm going to just let this play, but yeah, that's why she's doing it. It seems like they're going to be meeting with the FBI in the morning. I mean, who knows if the FBI is going to trick them, but the FBI has said that they can turn themselves in the morning. We'll see what's going to happen.
Of whom shall I be afraid? Of whom shall I be afraid? When the wicked, even mine enemies and my foes, came upon me to eat of my flesh, they stumbled and fell. Though when hosts should encamp against me, my heart shall not fear. Though war should rise against me, in this will I be confident. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear?
Do you guys want to hear that right now? Oh my god. Oh my god. I mean, she's a good singer, but do you guys want to hear that or not? This is crazy.
Of whom shall I be afraid? Oh, you want to see? Okay. Yeah, we're good.
We're not surrendering. Done.
Well, it's just basically a new battleground, guys.
Yep.
Dude, I'm hoping this song does not last too long.
Yeah, they're beautiful singers.
Yeah, they are.
Of whom shall I be afraid? Of whom shall I be afraid? Of whom shall I be afraid?
That's amazing that she's alive after what she went through.
You know what? Again, and let's not forget, that was God's hand again. That was nothing short of a miracle. Nothing short of a miracle. Those Shauna and Victoria and
And from
Ryan.
our Lord Jesus Christ, He gave Himself for our sins, that He might deliver us from this present evil world, according to the will of God and our Father, to whom be glory forever and
That
ever.
stuff we
Amen.
talked about
We
earlier.
love you all. We love you.
You have to let Shauna know
We'll see you
I
again.
apologize.
Stay safe, stay alive, stay calm. We're praying for you.
We did wrap it up with Dolphin, but everything is
You guys,
Chevy Cruise out here that now will be in their hands. So
did you guys get it?
Right. I think you guys are good. So,
Sandy?
are you there?
No, it's not over. If you guys want to hear her
Did you guys-
testimony
were
of
you
what
guys able to
happened
hear that?
Lavoy Finicum, let me know in the comment section and I'll play that. She tells her story about how they killed Lavoy with his hands up and everything. If you guys want to hear that, I'll play that video. Just let me know.
it'll bring tears to your eyes. It's powerful.
I bet.
All right, guys. So what do you want to do? Are you wanting to stay on, or are you wanting to call it a night and try and conserve batteries, or what's your plan over there?
Yeah, we should probably do that.
You know what? Before we hang up, let's all circle and say a prayer, our nightly prayer.
And please stay by your phones in case something changes.
Right.
Oh, my phone. I'm here. So, Gavin, you want to leave?
All right, what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you guys her testimony of what happened to Lavoy Finicum, the guy that was also killed at the Refuge. So you guys listen to this, okay?
All of us had like a laser on us. They're like, turn out the car and put your head out the window and all this stuff. He's
That's
like,
the
he's
girl
put his
that
hands
was
up and
singing,
goes,
by the way.
he didn't have a gun. He's like, but I'm not. He's like, I'm not. He's like, we're going to talk to the sheriff right now. He's like, you guys can follow us there, that's fine. He's like, but we're talking to the sheriff. He said, either you can put a bullet through my head right now and get it over with, or we're going to talk to the sheriff. And they were like, no. And so then they're like stepping it up, and a bunch more guys are coming out, and they're all pulling their guns out. And they were like, we have women in the car. We have, because there was me and this other lady in the car that I don't know real well. But we have women in the car. They say, get the women out of the car. Get the women out of the car. And they're saying they're going to shoot. And Ryan Payne was like, he was in the front seat. Ryan Payne is amazing. He is incredible. But anyhow, so he was like, he said he put his hands out the window because he was trying to talk to them. He was like, if he wanted the guy to just, he was like, I don't know if it's worth it. He's like, so he put his hands out the window and he said, we have women in the car, at least let the women get out. And he stuck his head out and they shot at him, but they missed him, or like he ducked just in time. So they didn't hit him. And then they're like, oh, they mean business. They're going to shoot us. And so Ryan decided to get out of the car and try to go talk to them. And so he gets out of the car, and then the guy tried to like talk to them. The driver was like, I'm just going to drive. So I'm just going to talk to the sheriff. And he's like, so either shoot me now or leave us alone. And they were just like, turn the car off and put your hands up the window. So finally, he decided to just drive. So we all got down on the floorboard, and he took off, and then they started firing at us. They started shooting us a bunch of times, and then they had a roadblock set up, and so he ran into a snowbank, and they were like riddling the car with bullets. And then they, like when we crashed, they stopped for a second. He got out of the car, and he had his hands in the air. He's like, and rest. He's like, just shoot me then. This is what you want, just shoot me. And they did. They shot him dead. They shot him like right there because he was just walking with his hands in the air. And I saw it. I swear to God, he was just walking with his hands in the air. And they shot him. And they shot him dead. And then after he was down on the ground, they shot him 3 more times. And then they bombarded our vehicle with bullets. Ryan got hit in the shoulder. We were laying there on the floorboard screaming, and they gassed us like 5 times, and they kept trying to shoot us, and their angle was bad, so I don't know, we were praying like so hard, and we were screaming like, stop, please stop, please stop, and they were just riddling us with bullets. They kept gassing us over and over, and we couldn't breathe because of the gas, and we were trying to find something white so that we could put a white flag out, and then I was trying to see, because Ryan knew he got hit in the shoulder, so he was like, well, I don't think it's too bad, though. So we were just trying to find a way to get out there, and then they, hold on a second. I'm waiting for them to call me back.
Listen, Victoria, I recorded your testimony.
Oh, okay.
All right, because if anything happens to you, I think it's really important to have that.
All right.
Okay, so let's just get this clear. Mr. Finnecombe's hands were in the air when he was shot.
Yes.
Was he
We saw him face up. I mean, his hands were still up after he was dead.
Okay, they shot him and he went down, then they shot him again on the ground?
Yeah, they shot him like at least 6 times.
The newspaper reports are just saying that 3 shots were fired, but that's not true.
No, are you kidding me? They shot at least 120 shots probably altogether.
Okay.
Because they were shooting the car, things like a lot.
What side of the windows were the windows blown out on, the left or the right side?
Left.
Left side, okay. And
they kept hitting the right. They kept hitting the right side of the car too, but they didn't blow. Like the windows didn't come out. Like they were hitting.
For the people that are just now joining the stream, I'm just playing this call for them. Then I'll go back to the live stream. Don't worry, guys.
Or by a Lavoie.
No one even touched their gun.
No one touched their gun.
No one pulled their gun out. No one touched the gun. We had no rifles. A couple of the guys had sidearms on, but no one touched them. In fact, they had their hands out the windows to show that they were not firing. They weren't nothing.
Okay, so when
we showed no aggression at all.
When Ryan Bundy was shot, both his hands were out the window and his head was out the window?
No, at the time he was on the floor of the car because that was when they were shooting at our vehicle. We couldn't get out of the car or we would have been dead.
Right, okay. And so how many police vehicles or how many vehicles would you say were involved in this encounter? FBI vehicles, etc.?
you know, I didn't count. I was really shooken up when they got out. But we all noted that there was, like, a ton of vehicles. There were, I don't know, maybe 40 altogether.
Okay.
There was tons. And there were people in the trees. Like, it was an ambush. It was a set-up ambush or something, because there was, like, people in the trees, FBI snipers and people in the trees, because we saw them. They're all pointing their, like, I had, like, 20 lasers on me when I was getting out of the car.
Okay. So Lloyd got out of the driver's seat, and he
Well, when he crashed into the snowbank, then he immediately got out of the car. He had his hands in the air. He's like, just shoot me then, because he didn't want to go. He didn't want to go down. He didn't want to. But he did not. He just had his hands in the air. He's like, "Are you just going to shoot me?" And then they just shot him.
And how many shots would you say that were fired when they shot him the first time?
The first time that he was shot.
When they shot him, did you hear multiple rounds?
Yeah, I did. He got hit by several people. Like, it was like simultaneous, and we were like, "What?" Because we couldn't believe it. It shocked us because he had his hands in the air. We couldn't believe that they were actually going to shoot him, and we were like, "What? Is he dead? Is he dead?" And then I was like, because we knew that he had gotten shot, we couldn't hear him, and I was like, then I screamed, "I'm in him too, let me come out and help him, I just want to help him." And then he started firing at the car, the vehicle again, and then they wouldn't let us out. And, it was so scary.
About how long would you say they fired at the car before they finally stopped?
Somewhere between 5 and 10 minutes.
Victoria, we're going to be praying for you, okay? And
right.
You know, I have this recorded because I fear for your life. I feel like if you were one of the few people, you're not under arrest, but you were a witness, a direct eyewitness to what happened. So I wanted to get this down, and I wanted to document this as well as I could. Who was driving so Lavoie was driving the car, and Ryan was in the front seat?
No, Ryan Payne was in the front seat, but during the incident, he got out. When they first stopped us, he stopped in the middle of the road and told them, "We're going to talk to the sheriff," he said. And then when they fired the first shot, it was actually at that point, Ryan Payne had both his hands out the window on his head, and then they shot at him.
That was the first shot?
That was the first shot.
Okay, so...
And that's when they knew that's when we knew that they meant business, that they were serious. And then I'm talking to someone in Michigan that I live with. They're recording this just in case something happens. So that was the first shot, and then he ended up getting out of the car because they stopped shooting. He got out of the car, and then after we started driving again, that's when they shot. That's when they started shooting at us again. So, but we had lasers on us the whole time. They were ready to shoot.
Okay, so Ryan got out of the car. Did he ever get back in the car before he took off?
No, he was arrested, or he was taken into custody at least. I don't know if he was arrested, because all of us were taken into custody, and he was with us. Like, we all got transported together, and then they separated all of us.
And that's Ryan Payne you're talking about?
Yes.
Okay, and where was Ryan Bundy?
He was in the back seat of the car beside me. I was actually... I had fallen asleep on him. I had fallen asleep on him right when we got pulled over. I was asleep, and then I woke up when the whole thing started going down.
So
he was sitting to the left of me.
Okay, so you were in the middle?
Yes.
And then the other lady...
on my right.
Who was?
Shauna Cox.
Shauna Cox on your right, Ryan Bundy on your left. And you were headed to go see the sheriff?
We were going to this meeting that was going on, so all of us sheriffs were going to sing, and the sheriff was going to be there, and a bunch of ranchers. We were just going to try to talk and maybe do some negotiations, and we were going to sing. And so that was all. And then we were ambushed. I mean, it was known that we were going to go, so they probably just decided to choose that area maybe because it was really wooded and everything, and we didn't have any phone service. So.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to be up if you want to call me at any time during this. Okay.
Yes, this is Victoria
Because
Sharp.
I can't do much. I can pray for you guys, but I can also try to document as best as possible to make sure that the story is not, because right now the media is reporting that 3 shots were fired.
Oh, no, that's a total lie.
Okay.
Of course, the media is going to report that, but.
Right. Well.
Are you kidding me? Have you seen the car? Have you seen the vehicle?
No.
It's completely covered with gunshots.
Well, no, they're not going to release that because they don't want.
And he's probably got 6 holes in him himself.
Okay. Well, I'm just telling you. So now let me ask you this: do you want this story to get out?
Absolutely.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop the recording and I'm gonna see how well it's turning out. I want to be able to determine if I can hear you clearly and determine. And I mean, I am willing to try to get this out there to any media outlet that I possibly can. Independent media, but I need to know, so is your family back at the refuge?
No, they're not. Hold on a second.
Okay.
Someone's calling me.
All right. Go ahead and answer.
Oh, I need to let you go.
Bye-bye. Call me back.
All right, bye.
All right, so this is what's going on, guys. They have decided to sign off for the night. We're going to find out what's going to happen. I'm going to try my best to wake up at a good time and broadcast this again. It looks like they're going to be meeting with the FBI in the morning, so they're going to turn themselves in. The FBI has them surrounded. Looks like they're going to sleep inside of the refuge, and that's what's going to happen. The stream is now over. I'll see you guys again. I guess, yeah, I'll try my best to get to you guys tomorrow. Actually, hold on. Let me check something out real quick. Is this the... Yes, the stream is now over, guys. So I'll try my best to make a video on this tomorrow. And I'll try to catch the live broadcast of this with the FBI. And hopefully we find out what's going to happen, right? You guys have a great day. This is DomisLive, and thanks for watching. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel.